They just announced that you have been suspended. How will you react?
Who announced it?
The presidency.
Ask them now. Why they ask him, who is the presidency?
Unsure, or rather in shock of his booting out of office, powerful Nigerian federal government secretary Mr. Babachi was suspended by the president today. Vice President Oshibajo led committee to investigate allegations against him. And from the statement released by the presidency today, it clearly reveals the owner of the huge sums discovered at the luxury apartment in Ikoyi area of Lagos. Presidency fires the nation's spy chief and to investigate why the agency is keeping such amounts of money. And that's our focus on the program. Many thanks for joining in, everyone. This is Politics Today live on Channels Television. I'm Sheon Akimbaloye in Lagos. What a busy day in the world of politics. So much to bring to your table tonight. So stay glued to your television set, and wherever you're watching, if you are not in your home or your office just yet, you can watch on your mobile and keep tabs on what we're following for you. Before we dive into a major story of the day that will interest you and some of the intrigues that come into today's story, let me bring you some of the other stories that we are following for you. Quickly now, let's tell you about the weekly Federal Executive Council meeting which failed to hold. The FEC meeting, as it's often called, holds every Wednesday at the presidential villa. It is perhaps the highest decision-making body of the executive arm of government. According to a statement from the presidency, and I quote now, on the council sector were resumed on Tuesday after the Easter break. There was no time to prepare and circulate memos to ministers. By practice, the ministers received council memos 2 or 3 days ahead of meetings because they must read them and sometimes undertake research. It is not a rubber stamp council, and so everyone must prepare themselves well for debate. It is not clear if there will be an abridged version of the meeting before the next weekend or they will have to wait till next week. The president, who usually chairs the meeting, was absent at the last week's meeting, and the vice president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, had to take charge. That was the first time President Buhari would miss the weekly meeting since returning from a 50-day vacation in London. Of course, the pictures you're seeing there are those of some past FEC meeting, the last one that was held, because the one for today did not hold. Let's also tell you that the ruling All Progressives Congress National Convention has been postponed. It was planned to hold in April this month. Earlier, the party, in a statement released by its publicity secretary Malam Bolaji Abdullahi in January 2017, after a national working committee meeting had announced that the convention would hold this month. The reason for the postponement of the convention is said to be due to the inability of the party's National Executive Committee (NEC) to hold its meeting, which according to the structure of the party should naturally hold before a convention. The APC spokesperson told Channels Television that the logistics of the whole arrangement has stalled a much-needed meeting of the party's topmost organ to decide on crucial issues like filling the vacancies which emerged due to from political appointments, deaths, and resignation. And quickly, let's tell you about the activities of the Independent National Electoral Commission. INEC will commence continuous voter registration, popularly called CVR, on Thursday, April 27th this year, ahead of the 2019 general elections. The INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, stated these in a press release after a technical meeting with resident electoral commissioners from the 36 states of the Federation and administrative secretaries of commission at the INEC headquarters in Abuja.
In the exercise we shall soon commence, citizens who have reached the age of 18 years, those who did not register before the last general elections, those who wish to transfer or relocate from one state to another, or within a state from one town to another, or those who did not collect their PVCs before the last general election will have the opportunity to do so. The effective take-off date for the continuous voter registration exercise will be announced at the end of today's meeting. Once we take off, the exercise shall be continuous at local government level until a few months to the 2019 general elections. This means that from now going forward, citizens will be registered as a matter of routine rather than tying voter registration to elections. Later, the Commission will now scale down the registration to ward and polling unit levels.